Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So great to have you with us on this Tuesday, the 9th day of April, the year 2019. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you, as always, coming alive and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sport. Well, we have a lot to digest as far as WrestleMania is concerned. We have baseball to discuss, but let's start off putting a bow tie on the national championship game. Let's start off with the national championship game last night between a thrilling game between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Virginia Cavaliers. As Virginia won their first NCAA title in the school history as far as college basketball is concerned. And I got to tell you, It was an exciting game. Both teams were shooting the lights out. Virginia have a lot of. But let me tell you, and let me say this: what a turnaround for Virginia, as far as I'm concerned. Because look where they was at last year. Virginia had one of the most biggest upset was a victim of the biggest upset in not only in school history but in NCAA basketball history, where a 1 seed lose to a 16 seed, which that never happens. That never happens, never, by any school. And Virginia was the first school. That's the first school that happened to. And look where Virginia. Remember, this is the same Virginia school that has Ralph Sampson. You know. This is the first time Virginia has been taken seriously since then. The past couple of years, they've been defensively. The theme prior to 2 years ago, when Tony Bennett became the head coach, they're good defensive teams. They're good defensive people, but not enough offense. But now you can't say that anymore. They have offense. They have enough offense to help them win the title, and in a result, that's what we saw last night. And as far as Texas Tech, I know it's a tough loss. I know it's a difficult loss and stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, they really have nothing to be ashamed about. And I'll get to the reps in a second. Okay. They shoot for the They both made 10 I forgot how many attempts it was. But each team made 23s. They shot 23s. So it was a higher scoring game, much higher than I thought. 85 to 77 it's pretty good numbers for a team who's a high scorer, who's not really a high scoring team. Either good defensive teams. I thought it would be a defensive struggles. Like the games would be in the 50s, like Michigan, it would have been like Michigan. I thought the game would have been like on Saturday when Texas Tech faced Michigan State but that wasn't the case. And give both of these teams tremendous credit. And as far as I'm concerned, as Texas Tech to me have nothing to be ashamed of. They played their real hands off. They were a good team. They were good defensively. You want to see? I can't really say Virginia was a better team because, as far as I'm concerned, they pretty even. Like I said on top of the show, they're both defensive. Defensively, they are very good. Well disciplined. You know, they're a well disciplined team. It was a fun game. It was a fun game to watch. Out of the all Big 12 teams, out of all the Big 12 teams with Kansas, West Virginia, Iowa State, they the one that got to the national championship game, and the result they didn't get the result that they wanted, but they could use that as motivation to get back to the national championship. But hopefully, the result is different for Texas Tech. As for Virginia, congratulations. I think you guys earned it. I think pretty much humble. I don't want humble is not the right word. I believe I feel like I feel like you turn it around. But someone brought up my brother. I spoke to my brother earlier, and he said to me, and I was contemplating. Is this nobody's not gonna remember this national championship team. Nobody's not gonna remember this national championship team. If 30, 40, 20 years from now, we're still gonna remember the 16 the Virginia team that lost to the 16th team. And it's pretty accurate. There's a lot of truth to that. But and there's a lot of truth to that. There really is. Because this is the same Virginia. I don't. Probably not. Probably not. But this Virginia team, this is something. This year there was something different. I will say this year they have more. They have more offense than they did last year. I think if they have the same offense they had last year, this upset would have happened. This upset would have happened. And let's face it, Virginia had a lot of luck. That background against Auburn should have been called, and they wouldn't be in this spot. So that call yesterday with the finger, to me it was I don't know what they call it. I don't know why they reversed it or so. But I did see a foul in Virginia. I see a couple of fouls. I see the one. I don't recall. I'm not sure if it was in overtime or down towards the end of regulation, where he touched one of the players. I think it was Guy. I think it was number 5 Guy who touched one of the Texas Tech shooters. They were trying to shoot the ball and they ended up hitting his arm, and they did not call it. So they did not call it. So for me, I feel like they missed the refs missed a couple of calls as they normally do, and And honestly, as far as instant replay in any sport, isn't the whole point of instant replay the whole point of instant replay so you can get it right? That's the whole point. Not Condomless bitching about how it takes too long. Oh, the game. Oh, it takes too long. It ruins the game. And this and that and the third. Oh, it takes the fun out of the game and stuff like that. Take the fun out of the game and so forth. Well, hold on now. Isn't the whole point is to make sure you get the call right? I mean, what do you want? Man, you can't please nobody. You really can't. The whole concept of the game so you could get the call correctly. So you could get the call correctly. If it takes so long to do so, so be it. But you want to make sure you get the call right, because if you don't get the call right, we all know what happens. So let's just calm down. Did he really took the did he take the did he really take the joy out of the game? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Yes, there's always going to be. Here's the thing, guys. We gotta understand, and you gotta come and grasp. The refs are human. They're not robots. They always gonna miss some calls. Always, always, always. No matter how much rules you make up, there's always gonna be there's always got to be rules. There's always going to be rules be broke. There's always, not rules be broken. There always going to be some missed calls. It's happened in football, as you can see. It happened it happened in basketball, and it happened in baseball. Calls is always going to be missed, always, even the good ones. So can we? To me, let's stop bitching about the refs, please. Let's stop bitching about it. And anyway, it was a good, what a game. It really was. It was a really exciting, tremendous game. And folks, that is what a championship game is about in any sport. Go mano a mano, down to the last minute. Who really wants it more? Be exciting, and that's it. That's really what a national. That's what a national. That game. Those are the type of games you would get in the '80s when it was the national when it's the national championship game, and it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting, On but Virginia earned it. What else you get? What else you can say? You know. Texas Tech have nothing to be ashamed of. Really nothing. You leave everything out on the field and you gave it 100%. Yes, you didn't like the results, but you know what? You use that as motivation and get back and get better. And I believe they will. I believe they will. And that closed the book on the NCAA basketball. And next thing you know, in June or July is the NBA draft. NBA draft. Now, baseball season is underway. Baseball season is really underway, and right now, and the Mets is playing the Minnesota Twins tonight, while the Yankees are to play the Astros with game number 2 after losing to the Astros by the score 3-4 yesterday. What else? The Knicks. The Knicks are gonna play their final home game tomorrow against the Detroit Pistons. And the Pistons looks tough. And this is Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki final games, and I can't believe this is Dirk Nowitzki last game. And what was that? It's been a long time since the Mavericks make the playoffs every single year, and they haven't been making the playoffs in the last couple of years. With the Mavericks. The Mavericks have, I think, not only one of the greatest Mavericks, but one of the all-time greatest big men for shooters since Larry Bird. And Larry Bird was a big man. Let's not forget, Larry Bird is one of the greatest power forward shooters of all time. And Dirk Nowitzki. Every time you see Dirk Nowitzki, even though he had this sick form, he makes your shots. He shoot like a point guard. Could make his shot, make one of the best free throw shooters for a big man. I think Shaq could learn from him. But nevertheless, a Hall of Famer. And Dwayne Wade too. Hell of a career. The Flash. The only shooting guard who had more blocks than Michael Jordan. Block shots for a shooting guard for anybody in the history of this great sport, which is basketball. And they both would be missed. And it was cool to see his son introduce Dwayne Wade, and he would be missed. But it will be determined if the Heat going to make the playoffs or not. So